Hey, it's Rob Snowhite, and we have another video fly tying talk for you today. The subject is going to be Hellgrammites. Hellgrammites are the larval form of an insect that grows up to be known as a dobsonfly. They will be about that big. They're the size of small sparrows. The insect itself, it's aquatic. It lives under rocks. It's benthic, if you will. It's going to be all black, and the key defined features are going to be the tail, which moves like this in the water when it swims, a large mandible for the jaw, and little legs that stick out to the side and little suckers on the tip of the tail. So I'm going to show you a picture of the anatomy of a Hellgrammite right now. Go. All right, now you've seen the anatomy. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of Hellgrammites that I've found throughout the years. They look like this. All right, so now you know what they look like. Let's talk about tying them. The most defining feature on a Hellgrammite fly is always going to be the mandibles. The mandibles can be tied with anything from goose biots to rubber legs to metal pieces of wire. You can use black monofilament knotted to go like that, or rubber legs knotted to go like that. You can use O-rings cut up. You can use pretty much anything you want. I don't have my main Hellgrammite fly focused so much on that. Kind of took mine, I guess we arrived at the same time. I was using rubber legs, which is something I got from Harry Murray. It's not much of a key defined feature on the actual fly, but it is a part of the fly. I don't really focus on having the mandibles. What I do like to have is a long moving body, because when a Hellgrammite is in the water column, it's going to move like this to get down. It has a very thin or dorsoventrally flattened body, so about that thick, with a hard shell-like head on it, and it doesn't really come out. You will never be walking along a stream and say, there's a Hellgrammite. Something you're not going to see. I've had them as pets. You never see them during the day. You will see them at night. If they're out during the day, it's because somehow they got dislodged. And you can go and collect them under rocks if you want to use them as bait. But we're talking about fly fishing here, so we're going to talk about them. Again, they're going to be all black. And my focus is on the way they swim. If you ever catch a Hellgrammite, you throw it in the water, you can watch it do the motion down, or they just kind of dive like this, straight down to the bottom like a free diver with fins on. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples. The first Hellgrammite fly I really ever came across was Harry Murray's Shrimp. I think this is a shrimp. It is black chenille, black hackle, and black ostrich plume, with rubber legs as the mandibles. Smallmouth candy right here. It's pretty cool. It's got the wiggly tail. It's got some mandibles. I like it. The next really cool one I ever came across was Bill Skilton's Hellgrammite. This thing right here, made with foam and chenille and rubber legs and more foam for the mouth part, so I can add foam to the mandibles. This is a beefy, juicy fly if a fish was ever to come across it. And the material he uses is called marabou chenille. Now, due to a trade secret, he would never tell me exactly what it is. I found something once, and I bought a whole lot of it, and I think it's the same. And I sell it. I call it Hellgrammite chenille on robsnowhite.com, and then you go to the store. It's under my Square store. Bill no longer makes this catalog or sells a lot of his stuff. You can find him on eBay under Skilto. Bill Skilton. It's an old catalog. I hold on to it. It's a lot of really amazing things in here. The next one that I tried to mimic myself looked like this. This is probably about a 20-year-old fly. It's got mandibles made of something, raggedy body, black. It's on a salmon hook to stay black, and then a zonker tail again to make it move like that. So I saw the Murray's one. I saw the Skilton one. I found the material to tie the Skilton one and came up with the Snowhite Hellgrammite. And then also, we mentioned Chuck Craft yesterday. These are his Hellgrammite Crittermite tails. It's pretty cool looking. You can see the key defining fact. You can see the key defining characteristics are those legs and the little graspy tail piece, and that would be tied on the body. So I'm going to show you how to tie the Snowhite Hellgrammite today. Looks like this. You can tie a long tail on it, This one is tied lightweight. I'm going to make mine a little heavier. This was tied for commercial, not for my own purposes. And I get everything from largemouth, smallmouth, and catfish on these. Very happy catfish. So I'm going to start off with Saber, 70-31 size 4. My eyes are going to be medium lead eyes. My eyes will be medium black painted. My body is going to be made out of black Hellgrammite chenille. I charge more for this because I only was able to get 1 or 2 of these, whereas when I did my bulk purchase, I got lots of the gray. I call it dark gray or Hellgrammite color. For the legs, I'm going to be using this kind of spindly yarn. To weigh it down on the shank, I'm going to be using some non-toxic wire. And then again, for the mandibles, black rubber legs. Very simple fly to tie and follow along. I take my size 4 hook, put it in my Regal vise. We're going to listen to that. Ready? Nice. It's in there. Take black 210 denier thread, the same thing I was using yesterday. Start that. Pick up my scissors. I'm not going to put them down. So the first thing I'm going to do is tie in, Clouser style, my black dumbbell eyes. Right up towards the front. You can throw this on a 3 weight and up. Now I'm going to take my non-toxic wire and I'm going to wrap some of that around. This fills in the body, gives it a little bit extra weight. You can absolutely use lead wire if you want. One of the key tools I use in making this fly is the OPST dubbing twister. Cut that off. A couple wraps to make that secured in place. So I'm going to take the Hellgrammite yarn, and I'm going to take, see if I measure this, I want it about this long. So we can measure that at, let's see, that's 16, 17, about 2 feet of yarn. So let's cut that. So I got that. I'm going to go down about 1/3 of the way, and I'm going to fold it over. I'm then going to take my dubbing tool. I'm going to twist this to furl it. Now I'm going to bend it over and watch how it's going to furl onto itself. I'm going to pop this out. That now gives me the Hellgrammite tail. You can use other materials for this. I'm going to tie this down. So you can see now it's starting to form a Hellgrammite. You can furl Estaz very easily. Just twist it by hand, bring it back over itself, furl it. You can use that. You can use generic black chenille. See how long it takes when you do it by hand? Pop my finger out, furl that up. So there are several other materials you can use. So I've got this tail, body. I'm now going to take a strand of this, double it over, bring it over to the back of the hook, wrap it in until I get right above that hook point. See that? Now I'm just going to wrap all the way up to the dumbbell eyes. I'm going to take this and lay that over my Regal arm. Now I'm just going to palmer this up. You go up and around the eyes. I still have to leave some room. Wrap that behind the eyes for the cut. Still have to leave room for the mandibles. Now I'm going to take this doubled over and I'm going to pick it all out. This is going to form sort of a buggy looking body. If you want to find a material commercially available, I'm going to go once over the eyes, tie this off behind the eyes. So now it looks like this. It's pretty cool looking. We're just going to add mandibles. Another material you can buy for this is Easy Bug Yarn. You can buy that stuff. It looks very similar. Go to your local craft store when they open back up, and you can find materials to tie these. So now I've got this cool looking fly. Now I'm just going to take some rubber legs and separate them out. Cut that to about 1.5 inches. Now I'm going to fold this over the rubber legs. Fold it over. Slide it down. And I'm going to wrap it from the eye of the hook back so it looks vertical. Then I'm going to push them down so they stick out to the front. And I'm going to wrap that down. And there you have it. That is my take on the Bill Skilton Hellgrammite. We'll call it the Snowhite Hellgrammite. It's a rather indestructible fly. It's highly flammable, so don't light it. It's black. It's buggy looking. If you know somebody that likes smallmouth fishing, tell them to get a hold of one of these. It's about as buggy a looking fly as you're going to get. There's no need for articulations. No need for anything fancy in there. It's the simplicity of using the right materials, proportioned correctly, to make a Hellgrammite imitation. You can buy these flies and more at robsnowhite.com. You go to the store. You can also buy shad flies if you can find fishable water right now. I am still guiding. We're going to stay 20 feet at a minimum apart from each other. You need me to tie your fly on, you can roll cast it out to me, and I will catch the line on my arm, tie on your flies, and then give you instructions on how and where to fish. So thank you very much. We're going to go eat leftovers from last night, and we're going to watch Blades of Glory because we have a movie every night during Groundhog Day quarantine. If you listen to the most recent podcast on Small Streams, I open with Sonny and Cher. Next podcast episode will be released next week in April, and it will be geeking out over dry flies. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Oh, forgot to mention, if I have the video of Bill Skilton tying one of these, it's going to be right now. So hold on. Stay with me. If the video's longer than 13 minutes, it's Bill Skilton time. Thank you.
No, I don't. That's okay. I just.
All right, started filming. So what are we tying?
We're tying a Hellgrammite.
Sweet.
Swimming Hellgrammite. Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Exciting happening.
Lots of people. How are you guys doing out there?
So maybe 5 fish tickets.
Yeah, that's. People want to get in and rip around and take a quick look at you guys and then go. And
We did pretty good last year.
I'm talking to people, and I think we're going to have a heck of a crowd.
What time looks like?
Monday, I'm going to get on the web. I'll call Michael, and I'm going to bounce him some things and, get some updates there.
They still felt like it. So you treat so-and-so.
I'm thinking I'm going to go to that luncheon because one of us ought to be.
Yeah, go. Yeah, and you can certainly.
I don't know if I'm going to say there.
I knew who the favorites were. I was my mother's favorite.
My wife
Probably won't go up at 10:30.
she was alive. She told you this girl was my favorite.
I mean, I've done it, but I just think I should be downstairs, and it'll.
Well, I should too. But like I said, I think somebody should go.
Yeah.
The other kids, I think they
I think Charlie's going to sponsor Hellgrammites.
Good seeing you. But I don't remember you being.
I'm surprised he would do Humphreys, but I know he's fished with them and he's been around with Humphreys. Yeah, that's good. They're all just about.
Pretty good friends.
I remember
Bachelor Silver.
Yeah.
at the School of Conservation,
Norm, when
and it was part of Montclair State University. The director picked up flies.
Good.
I saw him, I said, no,
And he liked it so much. He
good idea.
said,
I said, nobody
he
else.
brought in New Jersey captured. That guy
I think Shank. They're gonna. I have a feeling I know who's gonna pick Shank up here. I don't want to mention any names, but I think he's going to go pretty quick.
I You gotta use cheap hacker.
I might be wrong, but I think
Fluffed up like that.
he's going to go.
Well, that's the trouble with hacker. You get that wet.
You saw I
little weight that flies.
emailed Justin Pittman.
Bucktail things stays way right in sparse.
And that Chauncey Live was
Right.
and Words are going to start that. I said, Fred, that was donated by Vince West. I said, it's hard for me to see why we should get additional funds for something that they gave us.
Right.
Those two displays have a value of about $7,000.
They should have their Penn West on.
Nelly, how you doing?
Pretty well. How are you? Good.
That's brown trout candy.
Tom back there.
Man, you look so different. I wish Kerstetter could see you.
I saw him last year at the Harrisburg show.
Okay, good.
He's doing good.
He hasn't changed a bit. Getting old, but
We all are, Nelly. You know? What can I say?
don't get old. Take care. You too.
Bill, one case,
How you doing?
Good, how you doing, sir?
Good, good.
Hellgrammite are great.
Yep, there you go. Thanks.
so I know what size glass.
Yeah, no.
It's out of the bay, right in the ocean.
Yeah, 8-foot length.
Well, they're a little greasy. You know how to get rid of that oil.
Now, what size glass do you look at? I looked up above and they have a divider.
Same night or the next morning. Pretty much longer than that.
Like a turtle?
Glass up there too.
My daughter just goes,
My mom used to cook
I
with
thought
aluminum
what to do
foil.
is she signs the case, then she goes out glass.
Since you said aluminum,
Bill,
Well, I'm just thinking, you get glass in there.
we used to have access to private
Need a way
lake,
to move it
17 acres between Richmond and Williamsburg. And we had it, we would be fishing there, we would see nobody. And I never liked Black Bay once they were in the refrigerator. I thought,
not going to go.
not bluegills, trying to think of they're school fish. Crappie. We got in on the crappie and I thought they were the best refrigerator.
Whether we do one track,
We found at the grocery store. We had
later out one,
charcoal
and then
grill,
have two
and it was enough for one meal.
spectacular, Bill.
One each glass down at a time.
Put lemon,
Got it.
salt and pepper,
Got it.
roll it up, put it in the pan.